She won't say it, but she'll feel it in seconds when you do it right. Most men think better results in bed come from trying harder, more talking, more tricks, more speed. That's why they end up in their heads performing instead of connecting and wondering why she looks present but feels far away. The truth is simpler. What turns a woman on is rarely a big move. It's the small, confident signals that tell her you're calm, attentive, and in control of the moment. Tonight we're stripping the noise and giving you 10 subtle behaviors. Women secretly crave moves that are intimate, respectful, and completely YouTube safe. No gimmicks, no graphic nonsense. Just psychology, physiology, and Stoic self-mastery you can use in real life. You'll learn how surprise works without being reckless, how to lead without pressure, how a well-timed pause can flip her nervous system from guarded to open, and why restraint often creates more desire than pursuit. We'll keep it classy, consensual, and grown man practical. If you've ever felt like you were doing everything right yet missing the spark, this is the missing language. When you understand timing, tone, and presence, you stop chasing reactions and start creating experience. And the best part, she won't have to explain anything. She'll show you because she'll feel it. Stay with me, listen closely, and apply carefully. Let's get into it. Number 1. The little surprise that drives her wild. Here's something most men never figure out. Women crave predictable safety, yet they fall hardest for unexpected excitement. The magic isn't shock, it's refresh. A small, well-timed change flips her attention from autopilot to alive. Think of it as controlled novelty, familiar enough to feel safe, new enough to spark dopamine. Done with calm leadership, not gimmicks, these little surprises make her feel chosen, seen, and fully awake. Let's make this real. Michael, 42, a marketing manager in Seattle, had been married to Rachel, 39, for 12 years. Good marriage, predictable rhythm. Tuesday pasta, Friday, streaming lights out by 10. One night he dimmed the kitchen, cued the song from their first road trip and said, "Don't move." He lifted her onto the counter, kissed her forehead, whispered the opening lyric and slowed everything down. She laughed, then melted. Why did it work? Novelty jolts attention, but pairing novelty with history multiplies the effect. He didn't abandon safety, he refreshed it. In her nervous system that felt like recognition plus discovery, the brain tags that moment as special because timing broke the routine. Not bigger effort, better pattern. As Seneca put it, order your soul. Order creates the frame. Surprise provides the color. Controlled unpredictability means 3 things. First, small-scale change sequence setting or speed, not the boundaries. Second, intention, create delight, not confusion. Third, restraint, do it, then relax. Practical examples. Switch rooms, change lighting. Reverse roles for 30 seconds. Whisper instead of talk. Pause before touch. Move slower than she expects. Each shift says, "I'm present," without asking permission to be exciting. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be simple, good, pure, serious, unpretentious. Simplicity is the point." Surprises fail when they're loud. They win when they're honest. Your calm is the container. Her excitement fills it. You aren't performing tricks. You're paying attention. The surprise lands because your presence is steady. Attraction isn't a stunt. It's a rhythm built on reliability, spiked with carefully placed novelty. 2 cautions. 1, consent, always. Surprise means new, not pressured. You never override her. No, you never gamble with safety. 2, frequency. If every night becomes special, nothing is. Use sparingly so the signal stays bright. Remember Epictetus, no man is free who is not master of himself. Mastery here means choosing novelty on purpose, not chasing novelty for validation. Here's a simple 3-beat script you can try this week. Beat 1, interrupt the ordinary. As she reaches for the remote, take her hand, lead her to the hallway, and dim the light. Beat 2 anchor to memory. Mention 1 detail she forgot from your first months together. Beat 3 slow everything by half voice, breath, touch. Then stop before she expects it and smile. That gap becomes gravity. Notice what you didn't do, you didn't perform, you curated. You shifted 1 variable at a time so her body could follow the story. If she laughs, you laugh back. If she breathes deeper, you match her pace. If she pulls away, you pause and change course. Leadership without listening is pressure. Leadership with listening is irresistible. Final thought, little surprises work best when they look effortless. That's because the preparation is internal. You practiced calm all day, so you can improvise. You trained your breath so your touch stays slow. You paid attention so your timing feels perfect. That's Stoicism in the bedroom, not coldness but composure. Comment: I bring the spark if this is your standard. Stay with me. The next chapter is leadership without words. Number 2, lead her without asking. One of the most attractive things a man can do is lead without words. Not control, not command, lead. Because deep down, every woman wants to feel your certainty before she hears your plan. And most men miss this completely. They keep asking, is this okay, or do you want to? Over and over, until the moment loses all charge. What she actually wants is for you to decide calmly, confidently, without taking her choice away. Masculine leadership isn't about dominance, it's about direction. It's not louder, it's clearer. When you move with quiet certainty, you give her permission to relax. She doesn't have to think or plan. She can simply feel. That's what creates polarity, the balance between structure and flow, between reason and emotion. Here's the mistake most men make. They confuse permission with reassurance. They keep seeking verbal confirmation because they're afraid of rejection. But a Stoic man understands that rejection doesn't define him. Epictetus said, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. When you embody leadership, you don't need to announce it. Your body language, tone, and timing do it for you. Leading without asking starts long before you touch her. It's in how you walk into the room, where you position yourself, how you hold your shoulders, the steadiness of your breathing. It's about being deliberate instead of hesitant. If you say, come here, in a calm, grounded voice, it feels different than, would you mind if I... The first communicates direction. The second asks for validation. Remember, women don't follow orders. They respond to energy. If your energy is unsure, she hesitates. If your energy is grounded, she follows without realizing why. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. In this context, stop debating how to act confident. Just be confident in your decisions, even in small things: where to sit, how close to stand, when to pause. And here's the subtle truth: when you lead right, she still feels safe because your leadership is listening. You guide, but you pay attention. You lead, but you adjust. That's what separates power from arrogance. Stoicism teaches that true power is self-control, not control over others. Leading her without asking isn't about taking, it's about providing direction with awareness. So what does this look like in practice? You make the first move slowly, intentionally. You look her in the eyes just long enough for her to feel it. You place your hand where it naturally fits, not where it forces. You pay attention to her response, to her breath, to her subtle movements. Leadership is not pushing, it's pacing. The moment you sense her relaxing, you stay calm. You don't rush. You let her nervous system match yours. And that's where attraction deepens, not in words, but in rhythm. She feels led, not managed, guided, not handled. When done right, she doesn't feel like she's losing control. She feels like she can let go safely, because you've taken the mental weight off her shoulders. Stoicism's greatest teaching here is simplicity, restraint over reaction, intention over impulse. You lead not because you crave control, but because you're centered enough to offer it. So, before you ask what to say next time, stop asking. Breathe, move with purpose, and let your presence give direction. If this resonates, if you understand that leadership is felt, not declared, write in the comments, "I move with purpose." Stay tuned, because the next secret is all about timing, how a simple pause can flip everything in your favor. Number 3, the pause that makes her lose control. Most men rush. They rush their words, their movements, and even their emotions. They think intensity means speed, that passion means pressure. But the truth is this: what drives a woman wild isn't what you do next, it's what you don't do yet. The pause is power. It's the moment between intention and action, between eye contact and touch, between anticipation and release. That pause tells her everything she needs to know about you. It says you're in control of yourself, and because of that, you can handle her. Let's put this in real terms. David, 51, divorced for 3 years, recently started seeing Jenna, 46, a fitness coach he met at a coffee shop. On their second date, conversation flowed easily. The tension was there, her body language said so, but instead of rushing in for the kiss, David waited. He just held her gaze and smiled slightly, letting the air between them charge up. She leaned in first. That moment, quiet, slow, deliberate, was what hooked her. Later she told him it was the confidence in his stillness that got her. See, most men break the spell too early. They can't handle silence, so they fill it. They can't hold tension, so they release it. But the men who understand timing, the Stoic ones, know that the pause is where the magic happens. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." That calmness, that unhurried energy radiates strength she can feel without you saying a word. The female mind connects anticipation with desire. When you pause right before you speak, touch, or move, you create space for her imagination to run wild. And trust me, her imagination will always build something more powerful than anything you could rush into. The key, though, is presence. The pause doesn't work if your mind drifts. You must be fully there, your breathing slow, your eyes steady, your energy grounded. This kind of pause is not hesitation, it's control. It's you saying, "I choose the moment," not "I don't know what to do." Women read timing like a language. When you slow down, you show emotional intelligence. You show that you're tuned in, that you're not trying to take but to feel. That's when she relaxes, because she senses a man who doesn't chase the moment he commands it. Now here's what David did right that night. When Jenna finally kissed him, he didn't rush that either. He stayed with the rhythm she set, then gently shifted it slower. That's leadership through energy, not words. When you can make her slow down with you, her nervous system syncs with yours. That's when attraction becomes something deeper, something primal. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That mastery isn't about dominance, it's about regulation. You can't lead her to desire if you're led by impulse. So next time you feel the tension rising, don't break it. Hold it. Breathe into it. Let her wonder what you'll do next. That wondering is the spark you're looking for. And here's the thing, when you learn to use pauses, well, you stop chasing moments. You create them. You make silence louder than words, stillness more seductive than motion. So if you've ever ruined a moment by moving too fast, remember this: she's not waiting for you to act. She's waiting for you to feel it with her first. If you get that now, if you understand that timing is everything, drop this in the comments, "I control the moment." Stay tuned, because next we'll explore how to tease her mind before you ever touch her body. Number 4. Tease her mind before her body. Every woman's deepest arousal doesn't start with touch, it starts in the mind. Most men focus on physical moves, trying to figure out where and how. But the truth is, you can touch her body and still miss her completely. The real connection begins long before that moment when you learn how to play with her imagination. Here's what most men never realize: women are psychological creatures first, physical creatures second. They need the story before the act. And if you can build that story in her head, her body will follow automatically. That's what teasing the mind means. It's not manipulation, it's anticipation. Think of it like a slow burn. The best seduction doesn't scream, it whispers. It's the pause in your voice, the slight smile that says more than your words, the look that lingers 1 second longer than necessary. It's how you make her think about you when you're not even there. A Stoic man understands that. He doesn't rush to touch because he knows that real power lies in restraint. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When your thoughts are calm, confident, and deliberate, your energy reflects that, and she feels it. You don't need to push the moment, you guide it through presence. The psychology behind this is simple but profound. When you create mental stimulation first, you trigger a sense of curiosity, not just attraction. Curiosity keeps her engaged. It keeps her wondering what's next. The more she thinks, the more she invests, and the more she invests, the more she desires. That's how emotional foreplay works. You can tease her mind in 1,000 ways through conversation, timing, tone. Tell her something honest but unexpected. Compliment something subtle that most people overlook. Speak slower, lower, and mean every word. Look her in the eyes then. Look away before she expects you to. The goal isn't to shock her, it's to stay in her thoughts without trying too hard. A woman's imagination fills in the blanks you leave open. When you say less, she starts building the rest in her head. And that's where the real heat comes from, not from what's happening, but from what might happen. Stoicism teaches this kind of control. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." If you want to be the kind of man who captivates a woman's mind, you first become the man who can sit with silence, who can enjoy the build-up, who doesn't rush to outcomes. Because when you stop needing immediate results, everything you do gains power. This kind of mental teasing doesn't just attract women, it rewires you. It makes you disciplined, intentional, self-aware. You begin to understand that seduction isn't a game. It's a dialogue between two energies, and the quieter, steadier energy always leads. Now, if you've been enjoying this and want to take this understanding deeper beyond surface-level attraction, consider joining our membership community. Inside, you'll get exclusive lessons on Stoic psychology, masculine polarity, and how to cultivate the kind of grounded energy that women can't ignore. These are practical frameworks designed for men who want to lead with calm strength, not empty words. You'll also get private Q&A sessions, early access to videos, and guidance on mastering presence and timing in every aspect of life, not just relationships. Because when you learn to tease the mind first, you stop chasing and start drawing in. So if you're serious about that transformation, become a member today. And stay tuned. Next, we'll talk about words. The kind that make her shiver, not because they're dirty, but because they're real. Number 5. Whisper what she craves to hear. Here's something most men never realize: words don't turn women on. Truth does. It's not about saying the perfect line. It's about meaning every word so deeply that she feels it before she even processes it. When you whisper something real, slow, close, and honest, it bypasses her logic and goes straight to her nervous system. That's what she craves. Not sweet talk, not flattery, but presence wrapped in words. Let's make this real. Daniel, 45, works in construction in Austin. Divorced for 5 years, he started seeing Lauren, 42, a real estate agent. She was attractive, confident, and used to attention, but she always said men talk too much. On their 4th date, Daniel didn't flood her with compliments. Instead, when she leaned in during conversation, he smiled and said quietly, "You're dangerous when you look at me like that." Then he stopped. No smile, no explanation, just eye contact and silence. She froze, smiled, and the tone shifted. Why did that hit so hard? Because it wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't a line. It was something real in the moment, delivered with calm certainty. That's the difference between talking to impress and speaking to connect. When a man whispers truth not from ego but from grounded awareness, it communicates power. And women can sense it instantly. The tone, the pace, the stillness. It tells her, you're not trying to win her. You're sharing the truth of how you feel right now. That's rare. That's magnetic. Stoicism explains this beautifully. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." The same applies here. Stop rehearsing what you think she wants to hear. Just be present enough to notice what's real between you, then speak it. If she makes you feel something, let her know in a low, honest tone. That's what she craves, your awareness, not your approval. Most men use words as shields. They talk to fill silence because they can't handle the tension. But a calm man uses silence as a weapon. He says less, but each word lands heavier. That's what Daniel did. And that's what you can do too. You see, women listen to how you say things far more than what you say. The rhythm of your voice, the pauses, the warmth, those are the real cues. So when you whisper something, don't rush it. Slow your breath. Let your voice drop naturally. Let your body relax before your mouth opens. When your energy is steady, your voice becomes the anchor she can feel. And what should you say? Not dirty lines or empty flattery, but something true and personal. It could be as simple as, "You feel good here," or "Don't move," or even "I see you." Simple, direct, real. When you speak truth in a moment of closeness, her mind quiets. She stops analyzing and starts feeling. Epictetus said, "First, learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak." That's your reminder. Don't speak to sound smooth. Speak to connect. The right words said with presence don't seduce her mind. They seduce her nervous system. So next time you're close, don't fill the silence. Wait. Feel it. Then whisper what's already true. Not what she wants to hear, but what you actually feel. That's what she'll remember, not the sentence, but the way it made her pulse quicken. And if you understand that, if you get that power isn't in volume, it's in intention, write in the comments, "I speak with presence." Stay with me, because next we're going to slow everything down. I'll show you why patience, not passion, makes her completely lose control. Number 6. Look at her like you already know. There's a certain kind of look that disarms a woman completely. It's not the stare of a man trying to figure her out, and it's not the gaze of someone chasing her approval. It's quieter than that, calmer. It's the look of a man who already knows her, not because she's told him everything, but because he's grounded enough to see beneath the surface. When you look at a woman like you already know her, what she feels isn't arrogance, it's safety mixed with mystery. It's as if you're saying, "You don't need to explain yourself. I already understand." That kind of presence cuts through all her defenses. It speaks to her nervous system, not her ego. You can't fake this look, though. It only comes from inner stillness, the kind of calm you build when you stop overanalyzing what she thinks and start mastering what you feel. The Stoics called this apatheia, not apathy, but emotional control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That strength shows in your eyes." A man at peace with himself doesn't need to chase validation. His gaze reflects certainty, not need. Here's what happens when you hold that kind of eye contact. She feels seen, not studied, desired, not consumed. Your eyes say you're present, not distracted. They say, "I'm here, I'm calm, I see you." And because most men can't hold eye contact without turning it into a contest or a performance, your stillness becomes magnetic. Think of it like this: your eyes are mirrors. If you're anxious, she feels it. If you're grounded, she sinks into it. When you stop darting your focus around, when you stop trying to anticipate her reactions, you shift from reactive to radiant. You stop chasing the moment and start creating it. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotion, it's about mastering it so you can channel it with precision. When you look at her with composure, you're embodying that principle. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." That applies here. Her beauty, her signals, her unpredictability, all of it will test your composure. The difference between a man who fumbles and a man who fascinates is how calmly he responds to that energy. Now here's what this kind of look is not. It's not intense, it's not aggressive. It's not the alpha stare nonsense you see on the internet. It's slower, softer, but completely grounded. You're not doing anything. You're being. Your body relaxed, your breathing steady, your face unforced. You're not waiting for her reaction, you're simply holding space. This look says, "I've already seen your type, your walls, your energy, and none of it shakes me." It tells her you understand the game without playing it. It's the look of experience meeting self-control. When you practice this consistently, something shifts. She starts reacting differently, speaking softer, moving closer, mirroring your tone. Why? Because your stillness regulates her. That's what women crave, but rarely find a man whose presence calms her body without saying a word. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." In relationships, the best attraction is to be unlike every other man, patient where others are desperate, quiet where others talk, certain where others seek. So next time you lock eyes with her, don't look for approval. Don't search for meaning. Just breathe, stay grounded, and look at her like you already know. If that makes sense to you, if you feel that truth in your gut, write this in the comments. I see clearly. Stay tuned, because next we'll talk about rhythm, how slowing everything down doesn't weaken the moment, it controls it. Number 7, slow down and make it last. In a world where everything moves too fast, texts, scrolling distractions, most men bring that same rushed energy into intimacy. They move quick, talk quick, react quick, and in doing so they miss the entire point. Because what women crave most isn't speed, it's depth. And depth only exists when you slow down. Let's make this real. Mark, 48, from Denver, divorced for 2 years, started dating Claire, 44, a photographer. Their chemistry was strong, but Mark had a habit of rushing everything, his touch, his words, even his breathing. One night, Claire stopped him and said, "You don't have to rush with me." That sentence hit him harder than anything else. The next time he did something different, he slowed everything down. He took his time to notice her, to breathe, to move at half the speed. That night, everything changed. She later told him it felt like he was finally with her, not just there. Here's what happened when Mark slowed down. His presence expanded. He gave her room to feel. The pace created space for emotion, for connection, for tension, to build naturally instead of being forced. Most men think slowing down means losing passion, but it's the opposite. It amplifies everything because it lets anticipation breathe. Women experience time differently. For them, desire is rhythmic, it builds in waves. When you rush, you interrupt that rhythm. When you slow down, you let her body and mind catch up to her emotions. That's when the real connection happens, not from doing more, but from doing less, with more attention. Stoic philosophy captures this perfectly. Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." The same applies here. Men waste intimacy by racing through it, chasing the finish line instead of savoring the moment. When you slow down, you stop wasting the experience. You become fully alive in it. Practically speaking, slowing down means matching her pace. It means paying attention to the small details, the way her breath changes, how her body shifts closer, the quiet sounds she makes when she's relaxed. It means resisting the urge to fill every second with motion. Silence, stillness, and patience are part of the rhythm too. Mark told me later that slowing down didn't just change his connection with Claire, it changed him. He said he started eating slower, driving slower, talking slower. His entire energy shifted. He stopped trying to get somewhere and started being somewhere. That's what women feel. When you're calm, their nervous system mirrors yours. It's biology. She can only relax when you do. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly. Attraction, trust, intimacy, they all need time to unfold. When you rush, you strip away meaning. When you slow down, you invite depth. So the next time you feel the urge to speed up, pause. Let the silence hang a second longer. Let her eyes linger before you move. Let the moment stretch until it hums with tension, because that's when she truly feels you, not in the movement, but in the waiting. And if you understand that slowing down isn't weakness but mastery, write this in the comments. I move at my own pace. Stay with me next. We're stepping into the art of restraint. You'll learn why holding back when she wants more is what makes her crave you the most. Number 8. Hold back when she wants more. Here's something most men never understand. A woman's desire grows in the spaces you don't fill. The moments when you pause, pull back slightly, and let her energy chase yours. Most men think they should give her everything all at once, but that kills the tension. What she actually wants is the feeling of wanting more. That craving is what keeps her coming back, both physically and emotionally. Think about it. Every powerful interaction, whether it's a glance, a touch, or a kiss, has rhythm. And rhythm depends on contrast. The same way music needs silence to create melody, passion needs restraint to create intensity. When you hold back at the right moment, you're not denying her, you're inviting her. You're saying, without words, "I could take this further, but I choose not to." Yet, that choice builds tension, and tension builds desire. The Stoics understood this better than most men do today. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." That's what holding back is, strength through calmness. It's not rejection, and it's not a game. It's discipline. You're not moved by impulse or instant gratification. You move with purpose. You let her feel your control, and that's what drives her wild. When you stop trying to satisfy every urge in the moment, you create anticipation. Anticipation is the foundation of attraction. It's what makes her lean and what makes her heart race when you barely touch her. The more grounded you are in your control, the more her emotions spin around it. There's a principle in Stoicism called temperantia, moderation. It's the idea that true power lies not in excess but in control. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." Freedom here means emotional mastery, not being a slave to your urges. That's exactly what women feel when they sense restraint in you. It tells them you're in control not only of yourself but of the moment. And that steadiness makes them feel both safe and excited. Holding back isn't about teasing for the sake of ego. It's about creating emotional depth. Because when you don't rush, you give her space to feel everything. Her mind starts filling in the gaps, imagining what comes next, and the imagination is always more powerful than reality. Every time you pause, every time you stop, just before she expects you to continue, you increase the charge between you. Here's the paradox. By not giving her everything, you give her the one thing. Every woman secretly wants a man who could lose control but doesn't. That's what separates presence from neediness. One is power, the other is desperation. You see, restraint is the highest form of dominance. It's not loud, it's not showy. It's quiet confidence, the kind that says, "I decide the pace." And when a woman feels that, she doesn't feel denied, she feels chosen. So the next time she looks at you, breath, heavy eyes, asking for more, don't rush. Smile, stay still. Let the tension hang in the air just a moment longer, because that's the moment she'll never forget. If you understand that true control isn't about taking but about waiting, write this in the comments. I move with purpose. Stay close next. We'll explore the final move that ties it all together. How to make her feel you long after you've left. Number 9. Keep her guessing, keep it hot. Here's a truth. Most men miss the moment a woman can predict you. She starts losing interest. It's not because she's shallow or easily bored. It's because female desire is deeply psychological. It thrives on uncertainty, on the unknown, on the edge between comfort and mystery. If she knows exactly what you'll do next, the tension dies. But when you keep her guessing, not through manipulation but through confidence and spontaneity, the fire stays alive. Take Alex, 36, from Seattle. He'd been dating Emma, 33, for about 6 months. At first, things were electric. Every night together felt alive. But after a while, Alex fell into a pattern. Same dates, same compliments, same routine. He thought consistency was the key to stability, and it is in part, but not to attraction. One night, Emma admitted something that hit him hard. She said, "You're so sweet, but I always know what's coming next." That's when Alex made a change. Instead of his usual Saturday dinner, he told her to be ready at 7, but didn't say where they were going. He took her to a late-night jazz bar somewhere completely new. He leaned in differently, touched her hand at unexpected moments, made her feel like she didn't have the whole map. That unpredictability reignited what routine had dulled. See, women don't want chaos, they want contrast. They crave a man who's grounded yet unpredictable, stable yet spontaneous. It's that duality that makes them feel both safe and excited. Stoic philosophy explains this paradox perfectly. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you're emotionally centered, you can shift gears without losing control. You can be unpredictable without being unstable. When a woman feels that she can't stop thinking about you, she feels your calm in one moment, your intensity in the next. It keeps her mind and body engaged. Predictability kills the spark. Controlled unpredictability creates it. But here's the key, this isn't about playing games. It's about keeping the polarity alive. You do that by surprising her with your depth, not cheap tricks. Change your tone mid-conversation. Lead her into silence when she expects words. Kiss her forehead when she thinks you're about to walk away. Be the man who doesn't follow the same script every other guy does. Seneca once wrote, "He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary." Think of that in reverse. Most men bore more than necessary because they never dare to change. Don't be that man. Surprise her not with what you buy or say, but with how you make her feel. Let her discover new layers of you. Over time, your humor, your restraint, your warmth, your mystery. That's what keeps the attraction burning. When Alex finally learned to break the rhythm, he noticed something shift in Emma. She leaned in more, laughed, deeper, touched him first. Why? Because unpredictability reawakened curiosity, and curiosity is the root of passion. So here's your takeaway. Don't let her read your script. Be solid but not simple, grounded but never boring. Keep her safe in your presence but guessing about your next move. That's how you stay unforgettable. And if you understand that mystery is the heartbeat of desire, write this in the comments. I keep her guessing. Stay tuned, because next we'll close with the final move, the one that makes her feel you even when you're gone. Number 10. Let your presence do the talking. Attraction isn't built from words. It's built from energy, from the quiet confidence that says, "I don't need to prove anything." Most men try to impress a woman by filling every silence, by performing, by doing too much. But what truly captivates a woman isn't your words. It's how she feels when you're around. Your presence, steady, calm, grounded, speaks louder than anything you could ever say. Think about it. When a man enters a room with certainty in his posture, with stillness in his movements, everyone feels it. He doesn't need validation. He doesn't need attention. His energy commands it naturally. That's the kind of presence women are drawn to, the kind that makes them slow down, breathe deeper, and wonder what's behind your calm. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." That's the essence of this idea. You don't convince her through talk. You embody what she desires through action and being. When your energy aligns with self-respect, purpose, and control, she feels it before you even open your mouth. The Stoics called this state apatheia, not apathy, but emotional equilibrium. It's when your emotions are steady, not because you don't feel, but because you don't let them rule you. When you operate from that level of inner peace, you naturally project strength. You don't flinch when she tests you. You don't chase when she pulls away. You stay rooted. That stillness is magnetic. Women are highly attuned to energy, especially emotional stability. They notice the smallest shifts, your breathing, your eye contact, your pauses. If your presence is calm and intentional, it puts her nervous system at ease. And when she feels safe, she opens up emotionally and physically. That's the paradox. Power doesn't come from force. It comes from stillness. Here's what presence really looks like. You're fully in the moment. You're not checking your phone. You're not distracted by your own thoughts or trying to predict what she's thinking. You're simply there, listening, observing, breathing. Every move you make is deliberate. Every glance is weighted. You don't rush to respond because you're not seeking approval. You already have it within yourself. Women can sense when a man lives in that space. It's rare. Most men leak energy, they fidget, overtalk, overpromise. But when you master presence, you become the still point in her chaos. She feels your stability like gravity, quiet, invisible, but undeniable. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most men lose their power because they live in their heads, overthinking, worrying, performing. But presence pulls you back to reality. It makes you unshakable. And an unshakable man is irresistible. This isn't about arrogance. It's about grounded masculinity, the kind that doesn't demand attention but naturally earns it. When you walk into a room, she doesn't notice you because you're loud. She notices you because everything about you, your silence, your eye contact, your composure, communicates confidence. Here's the beauty of it. When you master presence, you no longer have to do anything to attract her. Your energy does it for you. Every woman wants to feel that the quiet power of a man who is fully alive, yet completely at peace. So stop trying to say the perfect thing or move at the perfect time. Just be there. Let your silence, your breath, your calm dominance do the talking. Because when your presence speaks, she listens not with her ears, but with every part of her being. You've just learned the truth about what really drives female desire. Not words, not performance, but energy, control, and presence. Every move, every pause, every moment of calm power we talked about today connects back to one idea. A man who masters himself becomes unforgettable to her. If you want to go deeper to truly embody this kind of grounded confidence and learn the psychological and stoic principles that make women feel drawn to your presence, consider joining our members community. You'll get access to exclusive lessons, extended breakdowns, and practical tools to help you live and lead like a stoic man in today's world. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss tomorrow's video. We release new insights every day to help you stay sharp, focused, and powerful. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay centered, and I'll see you tomorrow.